কলার স্বাদে ভরা রিফ্রেশিং টেস্টের ইস্পি পাউডার ড্রিঙ্ক। পানিকে বানাও টেস্টি পানি, ইস্পি পানি। কাটলাম, ঢাললাম, পড়ে গেল হরলিক্স।
Holds his shape, and that's 4. That's a big confident boot for Janneman Malan.
Bigger crowds today because of restriction by the President of South Africa. No masks outdoors our country, and you can also get 50% capacity in short notice. You're getting more people in the ground, and it's wonderful to see. So 3 overs gone into Coxton. Reaches for it and smash.
That shot's just basically where he left. Sets up nicely, quick on any line, and was asking to be hit.
It's all very well getting the loose ball and hitting it backward point to perfection. Bit of pressure. That's 3-4 pressure on the Bangladeshis. Inside half, perilously close to dragging it on.
Well, we know Quinton's just going to play his game. Love this there. Don't think it was there. Following on, and he'll know that. You know, you play a fantastic innings like 2. Almost setting it up again, starting again. Your eye's not in, you're not seeing it. Following that game plan, getting in again, and then imposing yourself.
To the surface, Neil, we've seen by Park and Wanderers standards. I mean, you're not going to criticize a pitch. You've got 314 versus 270 here, but it and a bit of variable pace as well here on Friday night.
Well, I think you just have to ask the captain of Bang. 1 to squat against Petlaquaya, and he got 1 to bounce.
Fair enough.
So he
The boundaries are leaking pretty fast. It's leg byes on this occasion. No objection to how the runs. 6 balls, 4 balls have gone to the fence.
Well, and this is a soft dismissal. Starting it way too short. Just getting a flick for 4. I think when you're looking, especially you're looking to bowl up front, and I think on the coach, I mean, soft boundaries versus normal boundaries. And when I say soft boundary, last one's a soft boundary. He hasn't had to do anything else to hit your boundary. So he's either got a half volley or he's got a short wide. Staff want, they want to eliminate the soft boundaries. If Quinton de Kock runs down at you and hits you, nothing you can do about it all. Starting an innings.
Bit straight again from on its way down to long leg. You'll keep them.
আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম। নাটকবাজি নাকি জেনুইন জাজ ফুড প্যান্ডা
At 1-1 here.
South Africa 27 for 1 after 4 in a and that's exactly what either side were looking for, to throw that first punch, get that platform set. The side or the captain that has won the toss in the other 2 games. Bavuma winning the toss today, electing to bat, knowing, I think, full well wickets in terms of that, and that's their games away from home.
Spin of Mahedi Hassan Mirath. He'll slip and play. He goes to Yanaman Malan. Got him out, and that's part of the reason.
A little bit surprised, and I don't think I'm surprised to see him. I'm surprised to see him. I think what they've done is they said, oh, well, Mahedi's got a better chance of getting Yana Malan out. Normally you bring the off spinner on for the left-hander, but you can't be thinking Mahedi's going to get... Probably might get him out, but the way he played him... is there.
That's correct. Switch of ends, maybe? Sure.
The overs up front while that ball's new.
Cut away for 4. It's just a marginal error in length and width, and he's made to pay.
Mahedi's a fantastic spinner. He doesn't really hurt on both, on width and length, and bowling with a new ball. Yanaman Malan rocks back and places it beautifully.
No run.
(1-2) the other day, where he's just dragged it short. A guy like AB de Villiers be running at that next.
End of 5. It's 31 for none.
দূষণ ফোটালেও যায় না, তাই পিওরিট।
মহারাজ নতুন কুলিং টিউব, যা কুলিং ক্রিস্টাল সমৃদ্ধ হবে রাজার মতো। পাওয়ার কুলিং টিউব যুক্ত রেড কিং।
Trying to hit you through mid wicket or straight back past you.
Bright start by the home side, winning this decider in the 3-match, and just overrun a ball inside the power play. A decent has faced. He's faced 4 balls out of the first 5 overs. Sharaful has switched ends. Just the one check drive.
I think he's going to get, or maybe that Taskin wants the ball from the Henops River end.
Where he bowled from so well the other evening, it would probably be his chosen. Through for 4.
Every Lun's methods, no big extravagant drop. Shimmy, and all he's doing to shimmy is trying to get closer to that, and his length keeps it long on the bat. You see his contact eyes, and he gets 4.
It's looking very promising. A bit of indecision. Yep. Catcher, that's a bit of a moral victory for South Africa. Behind the wicket at any rate, because Through mid-wicket. The error was the delivery. Full and on leg stump. Out today.
Positions are beautiful. This is a great shot. Position in the house here. We could see his wrist position. Delivery has come from the delivery before. All these good. Squeezed. He's thinking he's going to try and do something back.
Still just seems to be a little bit of misbalance every now and then. A bit of extra bounce. So this is a lot of credit to conditions that are not absolute.
I think in terms of the line, I think this is you've just got to be nice and patient. I think Bangladesh is that slips out the ball. They know, we saw how they're in terms of the Super.
Nine from the over, it's 40 for none from 6.
এই প্রথম জ্যামিক্রোফ টাইলস থেকে দেয় 99% অধিক সুরক্ষা যা ল্যাবরেটরি
Care. We are ex-Ceramics Group.
2 matches, Rassie van der Dussen, and well, that in one-day cricket, nearly 1,400 runs in 34, 75. No, they won't. They'll settle for one.
If there's no hundreds, the wickets have been a little bit, you know, or not as fluent. But you look at that. So a little bit of consistency there in terms of that. No hundreds.
Ball, Miraj, lovely areas, lovely areas.
He's 2 men out. Long on and deep square leg. Will we see footwork from Malan? Yes, we will. He's happy to go straight down.
Not your first time watching one-day international. Yeah, I think a nice change-up
Come boys, come boys.
for a South African. Nice to see.
One more from here, lads. Number 1, boys.
The cock. And it deserves.
Scars. There's always scars. It's a scar of the Wanderers. of going over extra. Judah Cock just got about into the pounds on it for 4.
Should be out, it should be out, it is out! The Cock absolutely elated, and so is the bulk of the crowd. Has a massive breakthrough for Bangladesh. The South African 6 for 1.
We're talking scars, we're talking balls, we're talking maybe a little bit of overconfidence. Strike, he's looking to there, got an outside part of the bat and holds out to Mama.
Disappointment for the mid-on-ish leading half. The middle of the bat. He has to go though. It's 12 today for with the departure of Quinton de Kock, so here's the very useful performance on Sunday. 58 not out, 4 50s in his 12th match, so he's got off to a decent start. He's was 3 at Wanderers. He's been as low as 6 in the order. That 95 against Netherlands was on this very ground. Washed out earlier on in the summer, and the series eroded by the Iran. Different complexion, just a different mood now. De Kock's gone, big. Bangladeshis sense an opportunity. Seven done. It's 40.
ফাস্টেস্ট অ্যাবজর্পশন আর ওয়েট লক টেকনোলজি হ্যান্ডেল করার জন্য 12 ঘন্টার নন স্টপ প্রোটেকশন। দুনিয়াটা তোমার
পড়ালিগার আপনাকে তাজা করবে।
7 overs. Just misjudged him a heady delivery. So 46 for 1 from 7. It's time for a change up here, moving in short.
Yeah, thanks, Brett. I think that's better than they should have been able to achieve. Surface is as good as 6.5. For me, the man I was hoping was Tuscan Ahmed. I think he'll be a handful on this pitch. If he can hit those lengths he did in back of length, nice and straight. Stay down. Greatest curse.
The important to realize that you got to bowl. Picked up that all-important wicket of Quinton de Kock to clear that field, but just couldn't.
Yeah, it wasn't as though the ball did. See, with the cutting across it and bat being a bit loose in his hands. offers up width and is judged.
Good line and length for wide, and he's got away with another one here. So it's important for him maybe and tell him you got to get ball closer to the stumps, attack the a bit of an up and down early on with the
Early on in his spell, you need 2 or 3 deliveries just to find your rhythm. It's just, I mean, I haven't seen before, but it does look like his left.
A hint of movement in the last delivery. Got to get it closer to the off.
Right, again. Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest start from. We haven't seen him swing the ball as much as this, funny enough. He's getting the ball to shape or go with a different strategy today, but there's nice movement. It's far too. It was a one-off delivery, he would have got away with it, but it means that that's adjudged as the second wide for the over. That's where he needs to be.
You would expect the bowler to just stick to his basics. And trying to hit the top of the off stump of the seam. Then you try to adjust and adapt. But it's a couple of wides, and it's important for him to realize it's one of the opportunities to win this time if they go on to win this one.
Edge, but they're able to get through for a single. I think it's so important. People need to, I suppose, if you're going to go for a decent sort of run, you need to start and try and bowling. You can't afford to try and force the issue. If you at the start of a 10k run, but bowling wise, if you try and force that issue, try and bowl too quickly, you heads over, falls away a touch, and you lose your control. Hopefully be settling into his spell. Second slip has been put in place, and that's probably got to do with the amount of shape we see. It's nicely played. Of the day.
Right kind of discipline. What was earlier on? We saw Mustafizur Rahman and Shoriful Islam. Yes, a wicket. 50 comes up with that single. First 3, 12 for Mustafizur. With those couple of wides, he's only given it 4 runs, but he just doesn't.
That's where he needs to be. That's much. Is good news for Bangladesh.
পেইন্ট আর নয়, বাড়ির ভেতরে ও বাইরের দেয়ালের স্মার্ট ও সাশ্রয়ী রং বার্জার রেডিয়েন্স, ভেতরে ঝকঝকে।
খেলাটা কি?
Their first 10. They haven't started the music as yet, but we'll be hearing as the game goes on. Of the sun. Heady to continue, which made sense with the left-hander Quinton de Kock.
If Tamim Iqbal feels that he needs to have a spinner, Shakib Al Hasan, the ball will usually turn into length. Very good against the left-hander. How long does he come?
It was just the 2 feet. Let's use the feet, a nasty place. Just opens the blade. He knew the gap was. Of a region. And that's another boundary for Yanaman Milan. He's got 7 of them.
Down the wicket and just opening the face of the bat. That's the shorter part of the boundary also. Off the bat towards the cover region and times it nicely fine.
Lovely.
Average power play here at Supersport 54 for 1. So South Africa already got past that now. Still.
Yeah, that's probably the line and the length that over and over again.
Lovely ball, Mide. Yeah,
56 for 1.
মহারাজ অনন্য পাওয়ার কুলিং টিউব যা অনন্য পাওয়ার কুলিং টিউব যুক্ত রেড কিং কুলিং অয়েল।
Good as it gets. I don't think there's any top 6 in world cricket that's better than that. 63-46. That's impressive reading for the South Africans. Nasty balls. That's where he needs to start off. He would have been hoping from interception points. Second. First one. So I think he's looking to maybe get his weight a little bit further forward. Maybe he was, but he's definitely looking to get out there. First game, just surprised that Milan just lets that go by. I mean, he is sitting on 35 deliveries and dished up one outside the off stump, almost close to the wall. The shape going away. 35 would be going helter-skelter at you outside.
Quinton de Kock wickets, probably just realizing the fact time. Really good sound on the bat when the bat. It just for batters to score runs quickly. They've already had a really good start here. A little bit more better discipline in terms of line and length.
So that's a single. After 6 in the next 3 overs, they've only managed to accumulate good bounce back in many ways from Bangladesh. They were under pressure, 6 without loss, but and picked up that wicket of Quinton de Kock. Project. Squirted square, trying to have a good over in total. 1 off at 10 done, 57 for.
নিকে টেস্টি বানা
আম ও কমলার স্বাদে ভরা রিফ্রেশিং টেস্টে ইস্টি পানি কাটলাম ঢাললাম পড়ে গেল হরলিক্স 500 সাশ্রয়ী প্যাক
Really in position. Was able to. Quinton de Kock managed to strike 2. 12. And then managed to hold out. As you mentioned, top for 1, so South Africa just ahead of that. The attack via spin. Mahidi into his 4th over. They can now spread the field, and they have done so. All 3. That's the one in the cover region.
Tamim also realized the fact that it was Mehdi Asad Miraj who came back strong for 38 picking up 4 wickets in that first one-day international. In the attack, you're always in a chance. Up Quinton de Kock.
Lovely ball, lovely ball.
Can just produce a similar kind of deliveries over. It's all about the pressure. You produce a dot delivery.
Even from those last 2 deliveries, you get the feeling that maybe the surface is tacky underneath, and it just feels like the ball is just gripping in the pitch.
Lovely late, lovely late.
Backing it up, the dot delivery, some application. It's good pressure from Bangladesh. Rain will be disappointed with that when he had plenty of time. He gave trying to open up the offside of Bangladesh. Change of field again. Short 45 and square. Just the 2 singles off that over, 59 for 1.
বিদ্যুৎ বিল আরে যদি থাকে গ্রি নো চিন্তা ইনভার্টার টেকনোলজি বাঁচা পরিবেশ গ্রি এসি একটু বেশি ঠান্ডা
Umpire Johan Klute is. Have a look, see. More people allowed in, which is exciting news, especially for all those people who've been starved. The Bangladesh supporters, they were in early and in full voice already.
It looks like there's going to be a change in today for Bangladesh to end the attack. He spoke about the techniques of the because Mehdi and Miraj, few balls just look like it's stopped. Coming well feels that there is something. Having
to see how Shakib will be. I think he's worn that on the we saw him injured one day international here, and I hope it isn't. It's gone through and clattered into the when he was batting in the first. Once again, the line, the ball just holding and being chipped for its initial 3 or 4 meters of its flight. Not scared to give it some air here, Shakib.
Period for Bangladesh after the fall of that first wicket of Quinton de Kock. This 46. They've come back strongly in terms of line and length, creating the pressure. It's a bit of a
good track.
They've got to make this count.
Zach, lovely land,
Captain
Zach.
Tom Iqbal might also head over towards Mamadou. He might have a part to play for me to. He'd be classed as probably a part. Maybe his mental approach to it rather. Try and search as much as the other spinners for consistency, but definitely of the day. Get into a strong position after gathering it, then get the ball back to the stumps. That could have been interesting. 2 for 1.
পিওরিট বাংলাদেশ সরকারের প্রতিষ্ঠান দ্বারা যাচাইকৃত একমাত্র ওয়াটার পিউরিফায়ার।
মহারাজ, নতুন রেড কিং কুলিং অয়েল, এতে রয়েছে এক অনন্য পাওয়ার কুলিং টিউব যা কুলিং ক্রিস্টাল সমৃদ্ধ। হবে রাজার মতো ঘুম। অনন্য পাওয়ার কুলিং টিউব যুক্ত রেড কিং কুলিং অয়েল।
So change of bowling. Overs 1 for 18. Is now changed ends, moved to the Hennips River end. This is the shorter of the boundaries. Not a breath of the background are almost limp. Start to his spell from boost for him. He's sort of struggled for timing, but no on that one.
It's a drag on short pitch, standing up and quite easily rock back and pick up a boundary. Have a look at that length. That's too short. The back foot is actually on the front foot, just on the above the waist. I can understand that he wants to bowl quick. He's and maybe over at times, but more importantly, bowl.
Yeah, that was what was most impressive about him in that first one. Hit some fantastic areas. That's where he needs to be. Natural length is probably just back of a length. Really full and get it shaping away. Susceptible to the extra drag down, and Players who will tend to be quite effective.
If you were the skipper and he was playing him right now,
Let's make sure we hit our good lengths and lines. There's enough there. It's a bonus wicket for Bangladesh. It wasn't the greatest delivery. Verreynne just stood him, decided to let those hands onto the stumps. And that's a real big moment that for Bangladesh. Just as a partner, Africa, they struck again.
yeah, they're looking for the timing. Seam of a Taskin Ahmed, bottom edge of the stumps is a little bit. Any day, Taskin Ahmed and Bangladesh. The change of ends does for Bangladesh. When you bring in a change and pick up a wicket. Moran goes for 9, South Africa 66 for 2.